All right, we gotta do some shit here. 1 second. Yeah.
Turn studio mode on.
What's that?
Studio mode. Third one, then.
Yeah. How we going, guys? I don't know if we're going to keep a stable connection, but it's literally jumping up and down, and we don't know why. So it's really doing me head in. Actually drops it. I don't think it's dropping anything. All right. Let's see how we go. Hopefully it stays sort of stable. I don't know yet. How's everyone been so far? Let us know in the chat if the net has died or it's starting to jump. I'll be keeping an eye on it personally. We had a few issues here. We actually ordered Uber Eats, waited nearly 35 minutes. And then on the 40th minute, we got a phone call saying that the order's been cancelled.
Food, man.
So this stream will be a very chill stream, and you're going to be watching us eat at the same time because...
Do you want to bring Uber Eats?
just in case they cancelled again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's chewing the RAM there. The RAM's like going ridiculous.
I can understand the CPU, but
He's 2 minutes away. Yeah. Doing well. Yeah, we're doing not bad for tonight, to be honest. We got through 2 videos. Yeah, so they're not very long, but yeah, we got through 2 videos tonight. Hopefully they'll go out end of the week-ish. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, end of the weekish. Yeah, so it should be all right. Obviously, Ricky cannot be with us tonight. Obviously, he's in the hospital recovering. He's actually dislocated his shoulder, which is very painful.
Rycovering.
He's recovering at the moment. I don't know, are we still on? Bring up anything here. We're there. First we ordered dumplings, and we was excited about it. Waited a whole nearly 40 minutes, and then we literally went from dumplings to Subway.
It was my idea as well. I really wanted dumplings, and we're looking through all the food places, and it's like, no dumplings. Nope, I want that one.
And I didn't mind it. Like I thought, you know what, let's just try it for tonight. And I was like, you know, I had dumplings before, and yeah. I think it's still skipping. Is it still skipping for you guys? I'm looking at the thing here and it's just jumping. Guys, literally around the corner. Vic now keen to come over and have it. Taco Bell. I haven't had it before yet. Not as bad as before. Yeah.
It seems to be a little bit more stable.
A bit more stable, yeah. But we're looking at the speed rate here. And yeah, it's staying at about 5 meg, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Golf, how you going, buddy? Bit of a chill stream tonight, as we were discussing before. We're waiting for our Uber Eats, which is about 35 seconds away. Actually, I think he's here. Yeah, he's around again.
Oh, we got a minute.
We got a minute.
We're gonna have trouble finding a place, even though there's a big sign that says the address.
Ghost, how you going, buddy? Yeah, so this stage looks like we're going to be having dinner for 2 with our viewers. Talking tech.
Well, we
should have 8 by now.
They used to have a social eating category on Twitch.
Yeah.
And then when Just Chatting came out, they got rid of it.
Oh, right, there you go. What's that other video thing where people
it's a weird name. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What's that where you can watch people eating and it's just like hear them slop all over the fucking mic? Doing some editing. Yeah, going all right, mate. Going all right. Eating footlongs? Yes, we are.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to go get them? I'll continue for sure.
I'll be on.
You gonna squeeze past? ASMR. No, it's not ASMR. No. So yeah, so tonight's show, we're having a few topics for tonight. I know it's a bit late. We're starting like nearly 25 minutes late. Actually no, nearly 35 minutes late. So we'll get through some of the topics tonight, but like I said, we are absolutely starving at the moment, so we're going to be eating while we're talking, unfortunately. So yeah, and we're just trying to get this net stable. So I've reset the modem about 2 or 3 times now, and it seems to keep dropping down. So if it does drop down, let us know in the chat, and we might need to cancel the stream from there. But what we can do is, because I can actually show you guys now, this is pretty much where we're sitting at the moment. Didn't set on the stream deck. So yeah, so getting 88 down and 26 up, but the 26 up was, yeah, very dodgy up and down, wasn't it? So yeah. Coke Classic. Like the eating version of ASMR. Yeah, it is, but it's not.
This is so light.
Is it? Yeah. I've got belly in it.
Just go.
It's an African one.
Sorry.
I'm starving. Like, which I haven't eaten anything all day.
Neither.
Now I'm hungry.
A little bit.
Oh, sorry. So I'll show him the speeds now. What's that?
None of your business.
We get some extra.
It's garlic bread.
Is it? Piece of bread. There's fucking nothing in it. Oh, they didn't put any of that cranberry stuff in there.
Did you pick it?
Yeah, I did. Nice. What'd you eat for dinner? Did you change the title?
What?
Leave and roll we're eating. I was looking for the dumplings, to be honest.
Me too.
Now it's just like ruined the whole night. KFC and they got it wrong. Oh no, I ordered Turkey Club, I think it's called, this one, and they didn't put that cranberry stuff in there. So it's literally turkey, cheese, and lettuce, and a lot of salt. True. Oh, I didn't even get fucking cookies.
Called mukbang.
That's it.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. Might have half. And the fucking stream deck didn't work. So yeah. Tonight's episode will be a relatively short one, to be honest. But we'll try and go for as much as we can with what we have. You know what? I actually started eating and didn't even introduce the sponsors because of all the issues we've been having. So no. So Talking Tech is obviously sponsored by a few web vendors as well, which we appreciate every single week. And this week as sponsors, we've got Blue Designs. So head over to bluedesigns.com.au or .com, I should say. And obviously we're using the Yeti X on here. Hopefully it does sound pretty good for you guys. Can be purchased on various retail stores in Australia. And then also we got Cooler Master for a vast range of keyboards, mice, and cases and power supplies, even liquid cooling. Head over to coolermaster.com for all your next hardware needs. So thank you to Cooler Master and Blue Designs, I should say, and Blue Microphones. Tonight's straw poll, we have a good one for you guys. We'll jump onto here. And I've got to keep clicking it onto this one. Okay, so tonight's straw poll for tonight is, do you think prices will go up in the PC market due to the manufacturing stoppage in China due to the C virus? I'll copy and paste that into the chat as well.
I think it definitely will.
Well,
You've done some Red Bull there.
I can't move. So what do you think, bro?
I think it will. Judging on what's happened previously with other, we'll say, disasters.
Yep.
Like the tsunamis in, I believe it was Japan back then.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Japan, Indonesia. They fucked it all.
I know that there's only like 2 or 3 countries that were making hard drives at that time.
In Indonesia, yeah.
The hard drive market went to shit, basically. I remember I was working at JB at the time, and I remember all the hard drives. And like, these were external ones.
Yeah.
All like just through the roof as far as pricing goes. And I mean, I know SSD was still relatively new back then, so that was
So
still pretty expensive.
their price was also, yeah. And as we're talking starter as well, not even talking NVMe, starter, the starter SSDs was still expensive.
But yeah, your mechanical hard drives just went. So I'm guessing that the similar thing's going to happen. You should have put some pants on.
Oh no, I should have. Screw me, jocks. Yeah, no, I totally agree. So we actually did a quick video before we started and discussing this. So the reason why I did that video, which will be coming out later this week, is due to the fact that retail stores are already starting to sort of diminish on their. That's fucking big,
dude.
Fucking hell. That's full of it's black as well.
They didn't cut it.
Oh no. You have to show. Have a look at his foot long. Literally, and they didn't cut it.
It's so full. Fucking hell.
So retail stores, been speaking to obviously a few of the vendors as well directly, and what we're seeing so far and what we're going to be seeing in the next couple of months, what people aren't realizing is that you're going to be seeing a lot more parts shortage, PC parts shortage. And that's not so much just in the PC market. It's also going to go into consoles. It's going to go into phones. You're going to see everything else starting to sort of die down. What we're not seeing as yet is because any deliveries that got done in December are stocked up in the retail stores currently. It's what's not been delivered at the end of December and January and the start of February is going to be the major problem.
But how much do you think the vendors are going to play on that as well? Like, oh, we had to up the price, even though like may not necessarily have hit them as hard.
Well, exactly right. And also too, what you're going to be seeing as well is obviously the amount you can actually purchase. You know, so if the store's allocated, say, example, I don't know, 30 hard drives, for example, right? Or memory sticks or video cards, CPUs, and you want to go and you're either obviously if you're just a customer or if you're some sort of business of some sort and you want to buy say 10 PCs or 15 PCs, you may not be only allocated at about 5 of each product because the allocation is so low for customers now, and you will start seeing that in the next couple of weeks. So the video I'm actually putting out is going to be more or less if you were looking at building a PC and you have the money now for it, is to do it now. Jump in before that actually jumps up. Because remember, even what was it last year with the graphics cards, where you had that mining craze, where everyone bought all the graphics cards out. For one,
2018,
I think it was 2017, 2018. Yeah. You're going to be looking at price hike in the used market, price hike in the retail market, and then there'll be no stock at all.
But I mean, at least in this case, you know that the items that you buy used aren't. There's no chance of them being absolutely flogged. You know, like with the GPU, you don't know how much they were flogged to be mining cards. Yeah. So that's what I didn't understand. The fact that the prices went up, even though like technically the quality had eventually come down. Yeah. So I don't think you'll have that problem as much. Items will.
Yeah, I agree. But it was also too, there's going to be that, it's probably timing wise as well, where people are holding out, especially on the graphics card market, where they know that NVIDIA are going to be releasing
things are coming.
New graphics cards. AMD going to be releasing out new graphics cards and CPUs, and Intel the same way. So people might be saying, oh, we're going to stop for now and not do anything at all. So the vendors might be lucky in a sense where that 1 or 2 month buffer where people are waiting to actually buy something may not defer. But then you got people in the low and the mid-tier section that want to buy something now where they'll get that price hike if they wait just before that, or we're going to get an influx as we did when, the RTX cards came out, where a lot of the 10 series got sold off a week before, 2 weeks before, or a week after, or 2 weeks after, for not bad prices.
And then come the release.
Yeah, exactly right. And then like you might get an influx in there. So this may or may not affect, but I've got to say that it's not going to be very good if you're looking at buying brand new in the next couple of weeks or even next month, that it may defer that, or it may go into that stage where part shortage will be too far back.
Well, Honestly, I hope that's not the case, but only time will tell. I honestly think it will be. I think that even if it's not as bad as it ends up being, I think a lot of the companies will play on it a bit just to get a bit more. And look, I completely understand that the companies need to recoup their losses, time, stuff.
Yeah.
In order for them to keep on making the product, bump the price.
Yeah.
And it's the way the world goes. Like the hard drives, everybody just ate it up.
It is what it is, yeah. But would you guys actually go out there and buy something knowingly that if I buy it now, I might be saving myself, or whatever the retail price is, say for example, $70, and thinking shit, it may go up to 110, 100, 90, in the next 4 to 5 weeks. It may not happen. But if it does happen, you're like, oh shit, I've missed out.
Yeah.
And then the retail price of staying at 90 will be so slowly going back down. They ain't going to go, example, like say from $70 to $90 and then go from back to 70. They won't do that straight away.
No, it'll creep down.
It'll creep down over the months and months period.
But I mean, it could be even worse than that. Something worth 70 could 50. Generally, it's the lower cost items go up by a higher percentage.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we'll just have to sort of hang tight and see. But if I was in the market for buying a computer soon, get my stuff, do it now, just to make sure.
But is that knowing we're talking about like a brand new PC build, or just buying the basic stuff and waiting for Nvidia and AMD to release their new?
Well, even then, I mean, you could get something to pass you by for now, even if it was a second-hand GPU or something like that to get you going, knowing that the new stuff's on the as you're buying meat and veg of the main parts of your build, there's not going to be you're not going to be
exactly. So looking at golf's coming on here, there's nothing I want at the moment, and the stuff I do want can't afford right now. New SSDs or hard drives I think it is. We'll just have to hope for the best. Also waiting for the 3000 series cards to come out. They don't exist yet, so nothing I can do about that either.
Oh, Rog, I've seen all the photos of Woolies and Coles with just no toilet paper.
Yeah. And
then I've seen people selling rolls of toilet paper on Facebook for $100.
I saw one for $2,000. $2,400. It was half used. And the sanitizer was like halfway as well.
Well, they've proved that. Anyway,
yeah.
But this reminds me of when I built my beast of a machine. I got in right before the RAM price hike.
Oh, wow!
Inadvertently, didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Just the time that I bought my RAM, I bought 128 gig of RAM, and it cost me, I think it was $1,700 for like high end Horsehair Dominator RGB. And then like 2 months later, the same kit went up to $3,000. So I literally saved $1,300 because I would have gone.
How close were you saying should I sell
it? Well, the thing I use it every day, so there was no way that I could sell half of it. I could sell half of it.
Excuse me. Single ply, yeah, I think it was actually. It wasn't even double. Host. Not unless it's necessary. Computer parts are a wait and see. To be honest. There's so much chances in Chinese export to open back up. Weeks retail's becoming overstocked. Suddenly, the situation, it's a buyer's market. Well, that's what we're hoping. To be honest, I'm actually hoping that that is the case, and we don't get that example drop now price hike, and then all of a sudden, yep, you're back in the retail. It's all no issues. But hearing the back end stories already, I already know. There's about 3 or 4 companies that are actually going to go broke. That's it. They're done. I know 3 of them have lost about $2 to $3.5 million from the single quarter from worldwide sales because of this issue as well.
Still a lot of
money. And then also too, not all of the manufacturing plants have actually gone back up. Not even 60-70%. So the main concern is obviously people don't understand that most of the raw materials, even though they may not be built in China, they're still coming from China and built in, example, Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Bangkok, Indonesia, US, Mexico, whatever it is.
components are coming from?
The components are still, all the raw material components are still coming from China, and it's literally what they've got left. And Apple's in the same boat. So whatever they got left at the moment is pretty much what's stocked out, and that's another issue they've got. You know, and it's not just Apple; it could be everyone else at the same time.
It's scary.
Yeah,
but I mean, if something like that happened here, where it was like you risked your life going to work, I'd probably not go to work either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm actually so hungry. I need to keep eating.
I'm not even sorry.
So Joe, I got my CPU just before the prices went up. Last time could have sold mine used and paid for a new one. Yeah, most likely. Roggy, my entire system cost me $1,700 when I had the Ryzen 7 1700X. New one costed $5,600. Wow.
Bit extreme.
Bit extreme.
I mean, I can't see it going the same way as the graphics cards, because the reason people were buying up the graphics, obviously there's the conspiracy theories that the brands were holding out the graphics cards to make them more but because there was the enticement of being able to earn with them, that's nuts with this sort of stuff. So I think people will, if the prices do, people hold being a buyer's market.
Well, I'll tell you now, those stories you would have heard about video cards weren't sold during that time because of you want to keep the cards for gaming only. It was all full of shit.
Yeah.
It was literally who you know to get what you want. Because we were, at the time I was helping a friend out to get about 15 cards, and we couldn't get that many cards at the time because no one was selling them apparently. And I ended up hitting up one of our, obviously a friend of mine from a retail store. Yep, no worries. 15 cards next day. It was literally who you know, and it was like
whose wing wang you want to lick.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
But I mean, that's industry. That's most industries.
It's who you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly right.
But the thing is that people work hard to know people as
well. Well, yeah. True. Okay, so we're going to go for our first topic for tonight, and we'll try and go through it anyway. So, Xbox Series X release date, price, pre-order and controller, and more. So, thanks to Tom's guide on this.
Close.
So, the Xbox Series X cheat sheets. So, what we need to know about it so far. So, who's here is obviously we are looking at consoles here, but who's here is looking at buying the Xbox Series X? Would you ever consider buying one?
Okay, so I've bought every single console. I've owned every single console except for the Dreamcast since the Sega Master System 2.
Yeah.
So since I was 3 or 4 years old, I've had consoles. And then every year, like since I was able to start purchasing them for myself, every generation, I'm like, no, I'm not going to buy the next generation. I don't play this one. Don't need it. I'm a PC gamer. I like sitting in an office chair and gaming. I don't like
playing a console.
I don't like sitting on the couch and playing games. Couches for movies, chairs
for
games. Yeah. And I'll probably buy one.
Well, I'll tell you now, I am going to buy one.
I don't want to, but I just feel
you have to.
Yeah, I feel obligated now. Like I'm so enthralled in the gaming industry now, especially with the new job.
Yeah.
Like I kind of need, and like I'm sure it'd be a tax deduction. So
because it aligns with the job as well at the same time. Same with me, PC419. Look, I'll be buying the the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, I should say, as a review and checked out. Too
bad you can't get review copies of an Xbox.
It would be nice.
But yeah, I would probably buy one, and even if I don't play it, we play it.
Yeah.
But in saying that, we're probably more PlayStation people now than we are Xbox.
See, my last PlayStation was PS3. I haven't touched a PS4.
I've always been Xbox. I like they've always had the bigger control. They've always had, they're more in line with Microsoft and PC and all that sort of stuff. And then, the Xbox One was like we got both Xbox and PS4 on date of release, and I just think that the Xbox One, there was so many promises that never came to fruition.
I agree there. But going back to, I'll ask you guys a question and then I'll continue on. Let us know in the chat, what was your first console? I mean, first console.
Sega Master System 2. One with Alex Kidd. I was 3 years old.
Well,
it's the only thing he ever gave me.
So I can go back as far as.
I had a ColecoVision. Right, Grandpa, settle down.
Yeah. I can go back too far, to be honest. I'm not sure going to go that. Yes, thank you, Golf, for it. We're about the same, mate.
And actually, no. I had my parents' older when I was.
I had the Atari as well. I think I've actually still got my Atari.
Coast, absolutely. Sorry,
As a PC gamer, do you recognise the influence console gaming has on the gaming industry in terms of AAA developers centering their efforts on what is profitable in the console market? Is that good or bad?
Well, I think that everything is...
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, everything sort of pushes the industry forward. There's stuff that sort of, you look at it and it's a step back, like Stadia.
Yeah.
It's like, but I mean, look at all at least the local COD tournaments are all PS4.
Yeah, PS4, which I'm going to actually. I'm going to get Death Gaming from, obviously it'll be on the 14th of March. So not this Saturday, actually not next Saturday, but after. Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. I think everything moves it forward, even if slowly or a little.
Yeah. First one I played was Linux. Nice.
I
have my old Sega Master System 2 in my closet. Still works. That's bought Nintendo 64. Too young, buddy.
I think my first handheld was the original Game Boy, the grey.
I had that.
The Fat Boy.
I had the original Game Boy, actually, because my parents got it from Singapore for me. So it's the original Game Boy with the magnifying glass.
Yep.
With the detachable fucking speaker on the bottom of it, and the little light. Actually, it came with magnifying glass. Light. Yep. Oh god.
What game did you play on it though? Like, was it just Tetris? Did you buy all that shit just to play Tetris?
Because back then, which wasn't released in Australia, it was like a 30-in-1.
Yeah. One of those ones. Where'd you say you got it from? Singapore?
Singapore.
A Singaporean special?
Yeah.
Just a hacked ROM that just...
No. It was original.
Yeah.
Also got, which I loved back then. So obviously, I've loved simulator games all my life. And back then, when they released Desert Strike on the Game Boy.
I think my favorite game, the first game I got was Tetris, because everybody got Tetris. It was bundled with it when I got it. But Wario, Super Mario World Wario. So the first Wario game that was on Game Boy was the tits. And then Super Mario 6 Golden Coins.
Yeah.
Both of those were like...
Like almost, yeah, so did I.
See, that's a bit before my time. I look old, but that's...
So how far, even the PC, in the PC market for yourself, how far do you go back?
Okay, so my first PC...
That's a question for you. That's a question for you guys as well.
My first PC was a hand-me-down from my grandmother. So my grandma was pretty young. She was pretty tech-savvy. And she had a computer for... I think she went back to uni.
Yeah.
But it was...
Back to uni?
Yeah. She was one of those. Yeah, she's just like wanted to diversify her skills. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to get another degree. So she went and got an accounting degree or something. But was a Pentium 1, 100 megahertz. It was like 8 megabytes of RAM.
Yep.
And it had I want to say an 800 megabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
And this would have been around, it was Windows 95. So around 95, 96. Yeah, but I didn't get the internet until 98. And that's when shit started happening.
Yeah.
I don't know, like 8-year-old me in chat rooms. And
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, female, California.
Golf, P3, 450 megahertz, 64 meg RAM, 32 meg River, and T2 GPU, and 10 gig hard drive. Wow.
Damn.
First computer was a Commodore Mega 500 with 512 KB RAM. Oh. It's so... When you go, like, with my age, like I'm only 35, but with my age, I appreciate that my generation actually enjoyed going through the technology age of where it started from when I first started playing on PCs to where it is now.
Yeah,
because I appreciate
at 35 else. Though, you're technically still a millennial.
No.
Yeah.
84. I'm born in 84.
Yeah, that's the cutoff for millennial.
Is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, like I'm 31. I think. I don't know. I stopped counting a while ago. I think I'm 31. I was born in 88.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, I feel like for me it was always when I was younger the console over the PC. It was like my parents didn't want to chop out that kind of coin, and then we got some hand me downs and we upgraded the ones that we had, like the shitty ones.
Yeah.
Until I think I was about I want to say 13 or 14, and my parents for my brother and I about like 2000. So that was the shit.
Yeah.
But that had like 64 megabyte graphics card in it and stuff like that.
How good was it back then though?
Oh, dude.
I remember when I had a P2 at that time. My parents had just bought it recently. It wasn't even that old. And Quake got released. Quake Arena. I think it was.
I never played Quake Arena.
So you had to get to play Quake Arena. It was a minimum of a P3. And you had to get, what would it be? I think it wasn't 9600. That was not even 8800. There was something else.
8800 was the one that was like stupid expensive, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what card it was, but you had to have a proper dedicated GPU for like a high end one.
Yeah.
Back at that time to actually even play it. And then I remember even before that, I had Warcraft 2. Played Warcraft. Warcraft 2 came out, and then Warcraft 2, the expansion of that. Anyway, I couldn't play it. We had to upgrade the PC again.
I think Duke Nukem 3D was like my first proper like FPS.
How good was it though?
Oh. But I had like the censored version, so like all the naked women were like just invisible.
Mono jiggling, mate.
Yeah,
I'd fall.
So you like walk up to like an empty space and start throwing money at nothing. But I don't think you needed a GPU for that. But I remember the first game that I bought that I couldn't play, I think, was like Creatures 3.
Okay.
Like the little it's like a Tamagotchi game. That made me sad.
There has been so much stuff change even in the last 20 years or so. I definitely agree there. That's just basically just still the same. It's just obviously upgrading technology. Is to try and play the old floppy disk sticks. As a kid, I couldn't do it. They're very hard. Even till today, some people can't even play them yet. But let's go back to the topic for a second there before we continue on. So it is going to be Microsoft's apparently most powerful console ever. Release dates holidays of 2020. So any holiday of that. We'll probably get December. Key features: 4K visuals, 60 FPS, 8K at 100 and 100.
No, it doesn't say at. It says and.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little bit misleading there because I'm sure a lot of people would read it the way you did then.
Yeah, I thought so as well. We'll have software ray tracing and near instant load times. Key games would be Halo Infinite, Hellblade 2. I haven't even played Hellblade 1 yet. I actually want to play that. Full Xbox One backwards compatibility.
360 and just regular Xbox.
I'm pretty sure they would all do it. Yeah. Good. And specs comes with a custom AMD Zen 2 CPU, custom NVMe SSD, GDDR6 memory, and 12 teraflops of GPU power. That is going to have to push, even for 4K 60 FPS.
It's going to be hammered.
It's going to be hammered.
Yeah, absolutely. But
apparently it can do it.
It'll be choked though. Like, of course, I mean, it depends on the architecture of their operating system, which I'm sure is, again, very closely based on Windows. But obviously it'll be stripped down, so... I mean, it'll work.
I don't think it'll be stripped down that much, to be honest.
From Windows?
It can't. No, I mean like on the spec side.
No, not specs. I mean software-wise.
Oh, software-wise.
Yeah, like the operating system will be like a stripped-down version of Windows, so there's all the crap running in the background.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll do what it says it can do. I mean, it has to, legally.
Going back to it, obviously they're going to have to do 8K resolution. That's just going to be a must, no matter what they do.
I've never seen an 8K screen, though.
I have seen one. I've actually seen an 8K. Honestly, I don't see the difference between 4 and 8. Not on a 65 inch. I think it was, or 70 inch.
I think at 4K now, we're at the point where we need to start pushing frames and not resolution. Because, I mean, even this close, I mean, I know that's on a 4K monitor, but even this close, like 4K is not going to increase that much. A little bit.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, 4 to 8, like, what's the point? I'm looking forward to 120 frames per second, although
120 at 4K, I reckon it'll be. And I reckon it'll be 60 at 8K. 60 at 8K, yeah. FPS.
Oh, snap. What's going on, Ross? How are you, dude?
Ross, hello. I
think the 16K resolution will be pushed back a bit.
16K. If they don't do 4K minimum, maybe 8K, they're not going to have a long. Robbie's right. FPS needs to improve on 4K before they push 8K.
Yeah, well, I mean that needs to be.
It'll be 60. It'll be 8K 60 for sure.
Yeah.
4K 120. But then again, like you could have a TV or monitor that's actually doing 120.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Well, I mean, and this is the problem. Like having worked in, they call it brown goods, so like audiovisual department at retail stores. All the TVs say 200 hertz, 240 hertz, blah blah blah, but it's all a fake. It's interpolated frames, so it's not the same as proper being pushed out from the GPU.
Yeah, it's also software based. So
exactly.
It's not even hardware.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all interpolated, so it looks weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually really good. I like that.
This is 4K at 9 hertz.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I think they're bringing out the giant like gaming monitors now, like the Asus ones that we saw at PAX and stuff like that, where they are actually taking proper. Isn't it?
Oh, it's yeah.
Play one of the charging cable.
Oh, I'll try to.
Hey, what up? Etsky,
how you going, buddy?
My eyesight's terrible, and this is tiny.
Oh,
are you full now?
Not really, to be honest.
Well, there you go.
No, you can have it. You can have it. Honestly,
I'm not gonna argue with you on this. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you want it?
You can have it. I'm leaving it for you. I'm actually like just satisfied. Like I'm still a bit hungry, but I'm not like.
The meal isn't over until I hate myself.
So obviously with I'm sure there's any prices on this. I'll actually link this to you guys. I'll keep it to that. You guys can have a look at that. But Hellblade looks actually really good.
Well, the first one was apparently really good.
Did anyone play Hellblade, the original? Did you? You didn't play it, did you? I haven't played it yet.
This is the thing. The Xbox, they're called the exclusive. The Xbox exclusives never grabbed me. I'm like, I like myself some weed games.
Yeah.
Things like Digimon, which was only on the PlayStation. Sort of why I moved over to PlayStation more and more.
Yeah.
I had the games that I wanted to play that weren't on
Yeah. Good old rule of three: only offer and refuse something, a maximum of 3 if you want something, but it isn't socially acceptable to say yes. Yes, I know. No, I actually knew he wanted it, so I said no. Don't worry.
You should have told me before. I could have eaten it while it was
warm.
Well,
before we actually, I saw him walk in. He licked it all, and then he goes, "Oh, do you want some?" So I'm actually saying no for a reason. I'm joking. So going back to the Xbox controller, and let us know in the chat. Would you be buying the Xbox Series X console for yourself? It's saying it's about $499 US.
So like $4,000 here.
Yeah, probably, I'll be $1,000 console, easy. But you are obviously gaining pretty much a PC in a box. I don't know if it'll be worth it at the start. I might wait until I can see a few reviews about it, or actually see what it's like personally. But I'm not going to whispers left. Shouldn't be.
No, it's because of this.
No, it's actually not.
How they hear it. It should be better now, Ross.
Oh, was it? Oh, it's back to front.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was too. Does it sound better, Ross? Does that sound better? Hey, Screamers, how you going? Did you see my link? Oh, actually, no. Could you redo it again?
matters.
No, CC.
Like it fucking matters.
It does to me. You lose the internet. We still here?
Yes.
We're still here.
It's because you're playing with this. You've angered the internet gods.
No, I'm doing this way. What am I doing? Actually, what the fuck?
Bro.
Yeah, it's supposed to go this way and it's supposed to go like that. Oh. No. Leave me alone.
Sorry about the noise. Probably should like muted it before we did that.
No, it's alright. They're used to it.
They shouldn't be.
They're used to it. It's okay. I do apologize about that. The volume's probably gone up like tenfold now because we're actually in the right way.
See, quit playing with it.
Okay, PC4 not bad things. Do you guys reckon now the big TV companies are adding G-Sync and FreeSync? FreeSync's already available. There is G-Sync as well to the monitors to see the internet. So pretty much most of the new BFG screens coming to it's available at the moment. So who's got one? Acer's got one. Well, it's Predator series. Asus has got one, which is the ROG series, the BFG screens, and another one. There's another.
Did LG have one as well? I feel like LG would have had one.
Not particularly with gaming. I'm talking about G-Sync monitors.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if it was LG or not. But
and LG make most.
So yes, so I think more of the mainstream, like Samsung and a few others, will definitely get into the BFGs.
Unpopular opinion. I don't like Samsung monitors. Yeah, like all of their monitors. Like I've owned a few. I own the same 4K one. Love Samsung TVs. Yeah.
Now, even TCL. I've actually bought a TCL.
Don't talk to me.
And
no,
it's not a bad brand.
For a bedroom, it's fine.
No, not for a daily driver.
Yeah, if you like watching sport on it. Okay, here's my opinion.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, as someone that worked selling TVs for 8 years, like plasmas over. For games, for sport, for movies.
Technologies of LCD,
Yes.
10-volt.
Yes. And plasma was also. But as far as color reproduction, like I know I'm not talking.
Disagree, but I'll continue.
Okay, so I haven't bought a new TV in like 5 years now, and I know technology's leaps and bounds. I have a plasma in my room because it's darker. Plasma's a nature.
Also, what you want to hear.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, Melbourne weather, you kind of do, then you don't, then you do, then you don't. But
hey, Princess, how you going?
It's a little bit, yeah. So it's a darker picture. It's good for movies. I mean, movies are only.
Is the audio okay? Yeah.
Oh, that might be me. Yeah. Okay, cool. Lucky I put the compressor on.
Just gonna go.
But movies are only running at 24 frames a second anyway.
Looks so much better in 4K. You can't deny that. You can't deny a film in 4K.
It's in the fucking bedroom. It's either like
any video.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine or porn. Like, I have noticed though that like the TV's probably.
Is the voices okay before we continue on? If not, I'm gonna say and just drop.
It might be the.
Is
yes,
it?
Yeah. Okay, so jump onto the cold. And just. Yeah, that should be better now.
Alright, guys, let us know. Maybe dropping out the word here and there. Still getting the gist of it. Please don't. We'll run for the next 10 seconds. If it's okay, let us know.
It's working now. Even me talking at this volume.
Yeah, it seems to be when your head's direction as in turns the mic.
So you turn away from the mic. It doesn't pick it up as much.
Hello. Don't you love fucking testing shit or halfway through a stream?
Yeah.
So yeah,
this is called active troubleshooting,
which we are going to be doing another show about. Literally the day in the life of Lee and Robbie's.
It's pretty much like all I do now. It's like I start a stream because I haven't streamed in so long. It's like I've got all these things I need to tweak and fix, and it's like just do it on the fly. Why not?
Yeah, pretty much. If it's okay now, let us know. Oh, that's mint. Beautiful.
Cool.
So going back to that. I'm not going back to that. You own a plasma. Good on ya.
Look, okay, it's 10 years old now. It's starting to deteriorate. Like I can see, if I'm up close, I can see like the green and red pixels.
Oh,
so
really? They're coming out.
Yeah. And like it doesn't matter. It's just a TV for the bedroom, but we've still got the 65-inch 4K LED.
Yeah. In
the sunroom.
In the sunroom.
In the sunroom. Oh, that wasn't fucking me, was it?
That was me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like I didn't touch anything. Which does a job for movies, but again, like we're just running so it's like they're not even. We don't have TV hooked up to an antenna. We don't have Boxtel. We've got a Telstra TV with Netflix.
Yeah, there you go.
And the TV's got Netflix. So that's it.
All right, guys, so a bit of a change of subject. So obviously last week we did the R6 versus the staff charity stream. We did end up raising about 260 Australian dollars for this, which was absolutely fantastic. I want to thank everyone that actually participated in that, and also to the casters and Yahtzee, I think it was, who did the observing for that. So we had Jess Goat and we had Red casting for us, and you had Yahtzee doing the observing for us. And it was so much fun going for the whole night. And I really appreciate everyone who joined in and actually who donated as well. If it wasn't for you guys, it was much appreciated. But we ended up raising, so far we ended up joining in with the Oceanic Esports Association, so OEA, on this. And there's a total of $855 being raised so far, which I'll get this and grab it in the link. Just, admins aren't doing it in the chat. So yeah, from that side there, we had so much fun. We might be doing something else a bit later on in the future. We might do either a CSGO thing, or we might actually play another game, to be honest. Andy, how you going? So we're looking at obviously seeing what we can do for this at the same time. But it was a fun night, like as mentioned, and I've got to say that everyone did their job, and obviously me playing R6, that was I've actually got a total of 7 hours, and most of that 7 hours is from that Friday night. It was good. I enjoyed it. Reason why I didn't play R6 for so long because it actually gave me motion sickness on this. But
he means he was bad.
Yeah. But yeah, it was doing great. And sorry, I'll answer this. Sorry. Ended up doing a BIOS update on the Lenovo. PC is running a lot better now. Fantastic, Andy. Well done on that.
Yes, Tom Ross.
No, I'm bad at R6 too. I'm actually not that bad. Playing against our pro team, mind you, and the staff, I reckon, put up a good fight at the start because we were like head to head at every round. And
you know that was going easy on you, right?
Well, they said they were going easy, but I reckon they weren't because we literally buckled down on the first round. And guys, whoever's in the chat, if there's any staff that actually played on that night, have to agree with me because we buckled down. We actually played not too bad for that first time round. So yeah. Thank you, Golf. Much appreciated for that.
Sorry?
Something falling?
No. I need myself one of these CSGO knives, though.
How awesome is it? What do you want more while watching the stream? Is life stats of what? I'm bad too. 850 called the stream. Etsy's got 850 hours in R6.
That's like me with Dota though. I've got 5,000 hours in Dota and I'm terrible at it.
That's ridiculous, man. Watch the VOD. In-game antics. Yeah, it was a lot of antics. If you had to hear our chat, it was so funny, to be honest. And I thought actually the casters would actually jump in while we were talking because we had no fucking idea what we were doing. Yeah, everyone was just running around. Yep, go for it, and yeah, it was good. It was good fun. But
accuracy win percentage 0.
And what we'll do, we'll go for the last topic for tonight. As we were discussing with you guys last week. So, and also at the same time just before as well. So, NVIDIA morphs the GTC 2020 into a digital event over the coronavirus. So obviously they actually got cancelled. So usually
C virus.
The C virus. Usually get a lot of obviously media and special guests going to the GDC, and it was actually cancelled. It was actually in Spain. So now what they're going to be doing is next they're going to be having it's like a digital event. So pretty much be like BlizzCon online, really. So I don't know if it'll be on Twitch or if it'll be on a dedicated.
They're getting the underlay out of there. That's
well, they're not going to get out of it. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
They know that this is literally going to draw in as much as they can. So it's going to be placed between March 22 and 26, with the company CEO and founder Jensen Honk takes the stage live stream. This will be live streamed at the 2020 keynote. So most likely will be on YouTube, I think, but it will probably be streamed on Twitch at the same time. So, and as it says here, it's for the health and safety of the employees, our partners, and shadows. So,
but someone asking a question about something we spoke about.
Oh, earlier. 1 second. I'll go back to that. Because this map keeps turning over. Which one's this one? Which question is it?
Last one. With the C virus impacting manufacturers across sales, do you think I'm better off getting a GPU now or waiting and to see what the NVIDIA 3000 series GPU offer?
Well, we actually we're discussing that, not even 20 minutes ago, or maybe half an hour ago now. So I've actually got a video coming out on that. So should you be upgrading your PC now or upgrading it until then? With the graphics card, depending what card you currently got at the moment, I would probably definitely wait until the new GPUs get released. Well, look, you got another 20 days or so before NVIDIA announce it. And it's usually about a month after the announcements that the cards will be released, maybe 2.
I don't have the money at the moment to buy a new GPU.
So I definitely think that if it's just a graphics card you're looking at upgrading, definitely wait. Because either 20 series will be dropped down significantly. That's very sharp. Yeah.
It is very sharp.
Yeah. And also you're going to get a significant performance upgrade by going to the 3000 series. They're already saying that the 20 or the 3080 or 3080 Ti is 45%. Take this with a grain of salt, please. 45% over the RTX Titan currently in performance.
Wait, can you repeat that?
40 to 45% performance increase over the RTX Titan.
And which card?
The 3080 or the 3080 Ti.
I need one of these to edit videos. Like.
Yeah, we do. I'll order 3.
Well, but I'm interested to see what the pricing's like then, especially compared to the Titan.
Yeah. Peacemaker has been streaming for. Thank you, buddy. Talked about it.
The 900 series was still a really good card, though, Andy. In my opinion, at least, I had the 980 Ti.
Yeah, well, we had to do some.
That's a lie, but it was.
Yeah, no. So Andy had a few issues this week, so I gave him a hand with it. Actually, jumped onto his PC and obviously did a few changes, and also modified his fan curve with using the MSI Afterburner.
Did you syskey his computer?
Yes, I did. So no, what it was, just going straight to Andy. His auto fan curve wasn't working at all, so it was sitting at about 5% all the time, and was thermal throttling. So what I did was we just set it we set a profile up at say 60, 70, and 80%. So if he gets profile 1, 2, and 3, we had a profile 2 at say I think it was 80% or 70% fan curve, fan speeds I should say, and yeah, just settled everything down.
But that was like when
even
I was
even trying a firmware update on the GPU as well, still to fix it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Fans are weird.
It's just wouldn't spool up at all. No matter if it was playing a game and I was sitting at 10%.
That was like when I got the new cooler from Thermaltake.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
Yeah. That's when I had the just got the new CPU. Not yet. Yeah, I think I just got the new CPU from you.
Yeah.
And I was trying to hook it all up and just the fans wouldn't go. Thermaltake say it wasn't faulty. I took it back to the factory and they're like, no, it's fine. But they gave me a new one. They swapped it over. Which is very nice of them. But yeah, new one straight in, worked fine.
Yeah.
I hate fans.
What's everyone? Yeah, just wait. It wasn't that long anyway. So, but I've got a video coming out, Atsuki, on this. So once Rowie edits it and pushes it out, which probably won't take long anyway, because it was literally just a straight video.
I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've got the Fortress lunch on Thursday, which I'll probably be able to do it then because that doesn't go all day.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've taken Thursday
That's fine.
off.
Relax. It will come out sometime this week.
Can you hear how he treats me? Work under these conditions.
So yeah. All right. So going back to this. So if you are going to be waiting, so we'll be waiting another 20 days or 23 days left to for the GDC to be announced, and hopefully Nvidia do release a good conference on this and a true and fair conference, because it's always against something that's either last generation or something fucking outrageous that like not even a retail person is going to be buying, with good specs, and also to actually jumping leaps and bounds apparently. But AMD aren't that far away with their new Navi cards, so I don't know. I think AMD are just going to wait, and they're already saying that their new cards. Watch, obviously Nvidia hasn't released their new generation yet. The new cards are at least 2080 Ti.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. They're still playing catch up. And like if they're going to be cheaper, awesome. But AMD, as far as GPUs are going, they're playing catch up. But I feel like they can afford to, because their CPU might they've got to buy the short and curlies.
That I agree with, but I still think Intel are literally just playing this card and just waiting.
Look, we need competition. We needed competition in this market for forever. Like AMD fell off, and then Intel was just like, whatever. You'll buy what we tell you to, peasant.
You'll buy our last gen Xeon processors that we just restamped, and the guy was pump them up to 5.1 gigahertz, and they'll sell. Don't worry about that. Yeah,
they would sell though. That's the thing.
That's the
but yeah, I mean, Ryzen are amazing.
They have proved themselves.
AMD
have definitely proved themselves.
That's it. I will eat my words. I won't eat my hat. It's too big. But I'll eat my words if AMD come out with a GPU, because like even all their other graphics cards, they've promised the world and delivered peanuts. In my opinion, like from a gamer's perspective, and like. When I was trying to sell the 1080 Ti a few months ago, everyone's like, "Oh, swap in my Radeon card, like the brand new Radeon card, and money for it." Like, nobody wants them. Gamers do not want AMD.
Exactly right.
And while they might work really well for Apple and design projects and stuff like that, for gamers, which is what a majority of the consumer cards are purchased for.
That's right.
It just wasn't cutting it.
And now the issues with the 5700 XTs, where the torque settings aren't set right, and other issues there. You know, you got one brand blaming AMD and AMD blaming the other brand. That's just going to be another issue as well. But if AMD can pull something off that's 2080 Ti performance at about $300 or $400 cheaper,
I look forward to it.
That's going to be.
I 100% look forward to it. More power.
Because I'll definitely recommend it regardless of it. Doesn't matter if you're looking for ray tracing, if you don't need ray tracing, you don't need DLSS, but you're getting 2080 Ti performance at about a $400 price point cheaper. It's going to be at least $300 or $400 cheaper to even make it in some sort of market.
Yep.
AMD will jump the gun again.
I'm finding on it. I was about to say it looks like it hasn't dropped in, but then it doesn't.
Yeah, it does it a bit. Yeah, I've been looking at it. So if you guys see me looking at the screen, I'm actually looking at to see what speeds are running at the moment, and it's sort of steady around 5 meg. So let's drop.
The internet's been a bum. Pretty much. It's been a bum.
Yeah. Back to Renderbox for me. Oh, there you go. But yeah, so GDC will be done hopefully in the next 23 days. Hopefully Nvidia release something out new, and then we'll have to wait for AMD, which will be most likely near Computex, which is another reminder for me. I won't be going to Computex this year. I've actually cancelled my trip due to the C virus, and will not be risking. Not saying I'm not risking to a sort of sense, but I know a lot of vendors have actually pulled out of Computex because they're saying that it's just going to be pretty much dead this year. There'll probably be other, obviously, influencers out there that's going to go and risk it. But for myself, I won't be going.
I wouldn't.
No.
Even if like
we actually even cancel our family holiday. So yeah,
which is fair enough. Like lives are worth a bit more.
Exactly right. All right, guys, but you know what? That's going to be the end of the show. I do apologize for all the issues and obviously watching myself and Robbie eat our dinner.
That was the highlight.
That was the highlight.
It was the highlight for me.
It was actually our highlight. I don't know about you guys, but it was our highlight. I do appreciate you guys coming along as always. I will go back to that. Rory. That's a good one. What we'll do before we do, we'll actually go back to this. If you guys haven't voted yet, I'll quickly put it to the straw poll to the people who have just jumped into the chat before we leave.
Do the thing. Have a vote.
Damos, you want more? Yeah, we've been going. Actually, it's going to be a bit of a short stream tonight, unfortunately, but we'll definitely be back next Tuesday as usual. And obviously, we're watching out. Well, actually, we're actually going to talk about our show when we're actually going to do that when we have time anyway. So Rob and I will be doing another show. It will just be PC 419 backend stuff, and also too about obviously the hardware we use here, and also not that part of backend, but what sort of hardware. And it'll be more like a tech show directly for you guys. Questions you want to ask, especially for upgrades. We'll try and keep talking tech more or less, just about the topics on hand, because we do see even on the show here a lot of questions get asked about about tech hardware, about obviously issues or concerns we've got. We can also even talk about the issues we actually have here, which we've probably got about 3 or 4 pages list of lighting, sort of camera usage, obviously our mics and everything else that comes with it. So, yes. Have a look here for the results. It's been refreshed.
Ooh,
1%. So, go back to the straw poll. Do you think prices will go up in the PC market due to the manufacturing stoppage in China due to the C virus? And we've got 5 votes for yes and 1 vote for no. I'm going to actually leave this straw poll for the rest of the week because this was actually created tonight. And then next Tuesday, we'll see what the results on that. And hopefully we'll, see if actually whatever I said does come true or not.
Who said no, ban them? Mother lickers.
All right, so we are going to do a raid tonight. So who do you think we should raid? Is there any particular streamer? Guys, let us know in the chat. Is there any particular streamer you want me to raid?
No.
On Twitch. Who's streaming?
You are.
I am. Where's Slicky?
Slicky's on?
Slicky.
I can get him.
Yeah, that's right, Slicky. So everyone stay in the chat, please, because what we're going to do, we're going to raid Slick and give him a follow, a like, and everything else that comes with it. It's about 47 people watching him in a moment. So another 10, 11 of you guys will be really appreciated. But thank you so much, guys. I want to thank Cooler Master and Blue Designs for sponsoring PC41 and Talking Tech this week. And guys, we're going to see you next Tuesday.
You've got to thank Rowie as well.
And thank Rowie for co-hosting for me tonight. And are we still on? We're still on. And Ricky, good luck. Hope you get better, mate. And we'll hopefully see you next Tuesday. See you later.